James, we're here in Central Park. We met in a weird way. You're homeless and you're vlogging out of an Apple store.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, I got on the streets about 6 months ago. However, I was homeless before in New York City, off and on since 1998. These past 5 months has been very different. So one thing that I'm doing right now is basically posting my experience. And I've done vlogs before by typing out my experience that way. However, this time around, what I'm doing is I'm putting on video. So I'm at the Apple stores and I have the capability to upload a video onto YouTube. So once a week I try to upload one video. I tried different topics based on being homeless in the city, like where to eat, where to get clothes. Right now I'm at a block because I'm new to posting these videos. So I do have a drive to share my experience in any way. I'm also on Twitter, constantly reading reading other people's tweets, retweeting. There's a fellowship that basically is about, ending homelessness, bring about the issue about the homeless community, not just in New York City, but everywhere. Los Angeles, Alabama. There are advocates everywhere, and surprisingly, they're pretty similar in doing what you're doing, and that's bringing us to the forefront and trying to help us do something to end this situation, because it's getting larger and larger. Here in New York City, 6 years ago, I noticed there was an influx of people coming into the city and becoming homeless right off the bat. There's not many jobs here in the city, and they give up right away. So they make a cardboard and they put it in front, and they sit on Fifth Avenue, and just that's what they do. There's a lot of them coming, and in fact, there's more of a variety of reasons why people have become homeless in the city, more than just alcohol and drugs. There's situations that people don't think of. Whole families getting on the streets.
We were talking about that. I saw one last night. There's whole families out here. But so last night we're Facebooking back and forth, and I thought you had a smartphone, but you don't. The Apple Store is 24/7.
Yes, the Apple Store on Fifth Avenue is 24/7. The other Apple stores are open to 9 p.m.
So you go in, and that's how you get your internet access.
Yes, from early in the morning to late at night.
That's pretty amazing.
I'm very fortunate, very fortunate. It didn't used to be that way. Years ago, before the Apple Store, it was just maybe like an hour a day at the library, or if I had money, I would go to an internet cafe, and that was very limiting. I would have maybe an hour to do everything I needed to do as a homeless person.
Right.
But now, I might get an hour or two at one Apple Store, and then people who work there, they know, they see me.
You were telling me they're very nice.
Yeah. I respect their rules and regulations, regardless of how I feel, because it's kind of annoying when someone tells you you need to leave the store. But I always tell myself I don't own these computers,
right,
and it's their property, not mine. So, and also there are other Apple stores in the city, so I just get my stuff, I log out,
and you go to another Apple store.
Yes,
that's amazing. And we need digital access for everybody.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people find it almost feel a negative way of people having smartphones or just being on the internet. They're like, why are you on the internet when you're supposed to be getting a job? That type of attitude. I'm like,
well, how do you get a job when you're not on the internet?
Yeah, it's like we shouldn't have Facebook, we shouldn't have Twitter. They feel like we're wasting our time. But me, I'm not wasting my time. I am about getting my life, a home, a job. That is actually the main thing of why I do all this for myself. But also I'm here to help you, help another person who needs to see this video right here. Hopefully I might say something that will be very helpful.
you're awesome. We've, interacted on social media a couple times, and I'm just really amazed how you stay positive. So I know you slept outside last night.
Most nights I do.
Yeah.
I sleep on church steps on a cardboard. This is on 6th Avenue. I mean, not 6th Avenue.
It's just hard to stay, you're sleeping outside on cardboard, and yet you stay positive every day.
Well, I have to sleep outside on cardboard because that's the only way I can have a good night's sleep.
You're saying the shelters are too overcrowded.
They're too overcrowded. There's not enough case management to handle every case. The system is being filled with people who are required to be there, people who have been incarcerated. They're on by parole conditions. They have to be indoors, and a lot of them they can't stay with their families. They have to be forced to stay in the shelters.
Right.
And like I said, the caseload is too huge, and also the finding housing is just too far off. And I've been through it.
So you choose to stay outside, but yet now is going to the Apple Store and getting online, does that help you stay positive? I mean,
it does, because I'm on Facebook, Twitter. I do a lot of research, and there's people who know me online, and they do give me their support when I'm online. I do a lot of research on positive things, positive messages, stories on YouTube. There's a lot of research I do. I don't just, I play Facebook games which I'm allowed to.
Everybody does. Yeah.
I do a variety of things.
So you use your time well.
Yes, I do.
I know you have a couple websites and a couple of entrepreneurial things you're doing, and you work occasionally trying to get yourself better.
Yeah, I have a lot of connections here in the city, online. My friends, they try to give me work.
Yeah.
About a week ago, I was working as a bartender for a private party.
Great.
And, that's something new I'm getting. I also clean apartments, and a few other things I try to do. And
try to keep the video short. So, and I'll put the links to your stuff on it below this, but if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
I pray to remain humble, because my pride can destroy me. I pray that I can be helpful for, I know my purpose from here on out is to be about the homeless in New York City and what I could do to bring about, its help. And also, last thing is to finally be established, home and a job.
Thank you very much for talking.